everybody, I'm Cornisha and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to come and talk to you guys about me getting my master's. I finally got it, the process, what all I had to go through to get it, and just everything that went into me getting my master's. So if you didn't know, I went to Oral Roberts University. That's where I went for my undergrad, where I got my degree in media and public relations. And then I went back there and I got my master's. I got my LMBA, Leadership Masters of Business Administration. I finished in December. Then I actually got my diploma in March, and then I'll walk in May. My school is really small, and it's not like other big schools where they have two separate graduations, a graduation in December and a graduation in May. We just have one big graduation at the end of the year. And I'll officially walk May 6th. And the thing is, I've told so many people that until you actually get that diploma, like, nothing else really matters, because at the end of the day, they can tell you have fines, you have a class that you have to take, that you can't get your actual degree, because sometimes you can walk if you have so many credit hours left. I think you have to have like 6 and under, and you can still walk across the stage. Or you may have fines, you may didn't pay for something. It's just a lot that can happen between then when you finish and getting the actual diploma in the mail. So once you get the diploma in the mail, it's like all bets are off. Like, you're done. Like, nothing else really matters, because you got your piece of paper, you have to prove. It's just such a good feeling to get that in the mail and be able to hold that and be able to say that you got your degree. And I'm just so honored and blessed, because I know that it just wasn't an easy journey for me growing up, and I never really thought that I honestly would have made it this far from where I started as a little kid. Whenever I was a little kid, I did have a so-called learning disability, where I don't really feel like I had a learning disability, and I really don't like saying that, because everyone learns differently. Everyone has problems and trials and tribulations, and just one of the biggest trials I've had is just growing up, I just don't feel like as younger, I just didn't take things or take in things as fast as maybe other kids did. Maybe, with my reading and writing, it's just I needed maybe to slow down a little bit. And it was fortunate enough that I had a mom that saw that I had a problem and I wasn't advancing as fast as the other kids. So it got me the necessary help that I needed so that I would be on the same level as everybody else. And when I was younger, I never knew I had any problems. I never knew that I was having troubles, and I never was embarrassed until a kid came up to me and teased me about it and told me that I was in retarded classes, and that person just really made me feel bad about me having maybe a little bit of more problems. And then ever since then, I really hid that from my friends and everyone, and used to sneak and be just very ashamed to have to get the extra help or go to another teacher in the classroom to get help with school and stuff. And I just didn't really want anyone making fun of me. I didn't want my friends making fun of me. I didn't want to be teased about it. No kid wants to be teased and made fun of, and nobody wants to feel like they're not the same as everybody else. And that was just the biggest problem for me, is that I just wanted to be accepted, and I did not want my friends or anyone to think differently of me. Which, when I look back, I mean, I had really good friends, and I really don't think none of my friends would have teased me about it now when I look back. But at the time, that's just how I felt. So I just hid it, and I worked really hard even as a little kid in middle school and in high school, because I was so ashamed of having this learning disability that I worked extra hard so that I would not need help. I used to beg my mom to take me out the classes, that I didn't want to be in those classes, that I was advanced, and she never did. She knew that even though I possibly don't need the help, don't mean I won't need it in the future. But I worked really, really hard, and by the time I got to middle school and high school, I really didn't need the help as much, maybe on little things, but not really on big things. So as I got older, I really didn't need help or anything like that. So excuse me, my nose is itchy. So about time I got to high school and college, I was all good. I really didn't have any problems, but the help was out there for me if I needed it. Yeah, getting my master's, getting my bachelor's was already, when you get your bachelor's, that's good enough, for you to get your bachelor's. It's a blessing that you completed that. But when you go on to get your master's and your doctorate, it's really an even bigger thing and bigger deal and bigger blessing, because it's hard. School is not easy. School has never been easy, and it sure has never been easy for me. It's always something I've struggled with, and it's just a hard journey. And anybody that I feel like that's going to get their master's, I feel like the biggest advice I would give any of you is to just prepare yourself. That is a lot of work, but it's nothing that you can't handle, and you can complete it. If I completed it and was able to achieve it, I feel like anyone can do it and achieve anything. And I feel like I'm just a perfect example to not let the things that you go through in life, your trials and tribulations, insecurities, not to let that affect you into accomplishing something that you want to accomplish, because I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let me having problems in school and maybe not learning as faster than other people. And that's why I don't really like to use learning disability, because the thing is, it's something as simple as you're in class and the professor's talking. Well, the professor may be talking too fast for me, and maybe I need to bring a tape recorder into the classroom so I can slow it down and replay it and remember everything he said. And I may not be good at memorizing things, and that's where that tape recorder or using my phone or something could help me to remember what that teacher was saying. Something as in reading a book, maybe it takes me, maybe I have to reread something a couple more times to get it. Or if I don't understand that, maybe I need to listen to the book on video, or have a teacher or someone to read it and kind of explain it to me so where I can better understand it, because sometimes the books that they give you are super hard, and sometimes they're super hard to understand. So it's really more simple things like that. I could be spelling a word, maybe it's hard for me, I'm thinking in my head, I can't spell in my head, but I need to write it down to be able to spell it correctly. It's just little things like that I've just probably needed help with, And yeah, I did not let these issues that I had stop me from completing this. And a lot of times I was scared. I wanted to give up. A lot of times I didn't feel as smart as the other kids, or feeling dumb or stupid. And that's the worst thing I feel like I have felt, is just not feeling smart. And I did not want anyone to think that I was stupid or dumb. If it's friends, if it's professors, I feel like that's been the worst insecurity. It's just not feeling as smart. But I completed it, and I did not let those things keep me from accomplishing this goal that I had set for myself. And I just think it's amazing, and I'm just so grateful and so blessed, because honestly, I never thought that the day would come for me that I would be able to say that I completed and finished this degree, and I have my master's. And it's just such a great feeling, and it's just something that I wanted to come and talk to you guys about. It wasn't an easy process, like I said, and anyone that is wanting to get their bachelor's or their master's, it's a long journey, but you can do it, and you will complete it eventually with a lot of hard work and prayer and dedication and motivation. You'll get it done. But into me getting my master's, after my bachelor's, I did take a year off, and then in some schools you do have to take, I think it's the LSATs, it's not the ACT. ACT is to get into college. It's a test that some kids, that you have to sometimes take to get your master's. That wasn't the case at ORU. I didn't have to take a test. I think when I was thinking about going to another school, I bought the book. I opened the book one time and just decided I did not want to take this test. So getting into ORU, we had to, I think a lot of getting your master's, I think the biggest thing is you have to just do that paperwork. Some you have to take the test and study for and get a good score to get into the program. Some you have to write a paper. I had to write a paper. I think I had to write 2 papers to get accepted into the program. And it wasn't really a long process. It was just a little like busy work and stuff like that to get into the program. But once I was in, it was just all good. I did have to maintain over a 3.0 grade point average. And once I got my master's, it's not like your bachelor's or high school where you can get A's, B's, or C's. You have to get all A's and B's. I think at my school and in my program, you could get up to 3 C's. And then once you get 3 C's, you're on probation, and sometimes you can get dropped from the program. So, and that was another issue I have. I think I'm more of a BC student, so I had to really turn it on and become an A and B student. So It was kind of hard, but I got through it. But every program, there's different rules, different regulations. It's just depending on what your degree in and what program you're trying to get into. So everyone has different rules. But that was the majority of ours. It's just keeping a 3. You have to keep above a 3.0. You can only make 3 C's, A's and B's, and just little other little things. But like I said before, it's a long process, and I encourage anybody to go to school. I think education is one of the most important things, because no matter what I decide to do in life, if it's YouTube, if it's modeling, I'll always have my education and my degrees to fall back on. So I'd encourage anyone to go to school and just get your bachelor's, honestly. But yeah, I'm just so happy and blessed, and I just wanted to come, like I said, and talk to you guys about this and spread the news that I got my master's, and I'm just so happy. And yeah, I hope you really like this video. Comment below if you have any questions about getting your master's, the process. If you want to know any information or anything, just please comment below and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.